Welcome to Friday Eve on Out of the Box. Yeah, I know it's Thursday night, but it's the night before the weekend begins, and we're always trying to give you musical clues about what's happening around town over the weekend, and it's always great when we can start off the show with a live performance from one of those artists who will be appearing in the area this weekend, and we're welcoming into the studio for a live performance here tonight my good buddy Jim Newsom. Welcome back to Out of the Box, Jim.
Thanks, Paul. It's great to be here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Everybody knows you from your many fundraising things on WHRO-TV, and you were helping out with the fund drive just this past time with WHRV, right?
As a matter of fact, yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
And, of course, you've had some great recordings, most recently with Mountain Tide, but you've just released a brand new solo album, right? When did it come out? This week, was it?
Yeah, last Friday was the release date, actually, yeah. And so it's brand new, so that's what you like.
It's just called A New Set of Dreams. Yeah, we've been playing songs from it here, and you're going to be playing a few off of it, I would imagine, here to get things started.
Of course, you got to promote your new stuff, Paul.
Right. Well, you can catch Jim in concert at the Neon Festival tomorrow night. What time are you playing there?
I play at 8:45, and I play at the home of the Hurrah Players, which is the Hugh Copeland Center. There's stuff going on, all over the Neon District. I think there's 3 or 4 different stages, and I am actually on the stage at where the Hurrah Players perform.
All right. So, and you'll also be playing the Stockley Gardens Arts Festival. How many years in a row have you played this thing? I mean, you've been around for so long, and you probably played it quite a few times.
I played the very first one, which I think was in 1985, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
And I, for many years, played it twice a year because they went to a spring and a fall, which they still do now. So for many years, I played, every year. And then a few years back, probably 5 or 6 years ago, they decided, well, we need to be sure that we mix it up so it's not the same guys every year. So now I play it about every other year or so.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't actually play it last year.
Yeah, but there'll be a bunch of bands playing in Stockley Gardens Saturday and Sunday. And a little later on in the show, I'll play you some more of them. But we've got live in the studio with us here, one of the guys playing it on, Sunday afternoon? What time do you go on?
Sunday at 12:30.
12:30? All right. Well, why don't you kick off the show with a song here? What do you
I will. I'll do the title track from my brand new album.
Very good. This is Jim Newsom live on Out of the Box.
I find myself looking back to when I looked ahead through a memory myth of the Leave It to Beaver life I led. But tricks of the mind leave a few things behind or lost somewhere in time. While another day rushes past like a swiftly flowing stream, I sit here fishing for a brand new set of dreams. There were times, I must confess, I just as soon forget romance, commitments, partnerships that left me with regret. But in the depths of despair, a spark flickered there. I found reasons to care. So I brushed the dust off my feet and made a change of scenes and steered in the direction of a brand new set of dreams. What do you do after you make your dreams come true? Have you come to the end, or is there more left to do? Must you start from scratch, or can you reinvent old things? Is that how to construct a new set of dreams? I can rock out on my porch and watch the world drive by, or take a walk through the woods beneath a cloudless sky, write a new song to sing, strum a fresh set of strings with nature's harmonies, while everything around me blows apart at the seams. I'm drawing up plans for a brand new set of dreams. A brand new set of dreams.
Oh yeah, Jim Newsom live here on Out of the Box, playing the title cut to the new album that just came out, right? Brand new set of dreams. Love that Leave It to Beaver life line in there.
Thank you. Yeah.
You and I are basically the same age. We go back a long way,
Yes,
and so
we
have the same sort of cultural touchstones here. But, you know, as long as we've known each other, and we have known each other since the 70s, because we were both at the same student radio station at Virginia Tech, and
Yes, we were.
that's where we first met up with each other, and over the years on and off. But it's been great to you know, be listening to your music. But I don't think I've ever asked you how you go about writing a song, because you have so many of them, right? I mean, how many do you think that you've written over the years?
I've written several hundred. I mean,
Wow.
honestly, I don't know. And my answer is I don't know where the songs come from. I'll be honest with you.
You don't know how you write the song.
Honestly, I don't, because the best songs just kind of appear.
Right. Is that how that one happened to come along?
Pretty much. I had just the idea because of what's, you know, where I am in my life or things I've been going through. The whole idea of having a new set of dreams had been kind of percolating in my mind, and just
so maybe you get a line from the song and you sort of build around that.
And yeah, the words kind of came to me, and I wrote the words down, and then one night I was just, you know, goofing around on the guitar, and I had that little, you know, lick going, that chord thing going, and I realized, oh, that'll work with these words that I had written.
Huh.
But Paul McCartney recently in an interview was asked the question you just asked me.
Really? Okay.
And he said, I don't know and I don't want to know. And I kind of agree with him on that, because the best songs just really, I feel like I'm taking dictation. You know, when I try to force a song, usually it's not as good. But yeah, usually it's, you know, some line starts off, but I never know where the song's going, I'll be honest with you.
Taking dictation. I think Neil Young said something like that about his way he writes.
Well, Arlo Guthrie
songs.
said it's like, you got to. It's like fishing. You just don't want to be downstream from Bob Dylan, you know, and you hope something will come by and you'll catch a fish.
Jim Newsom is playing the Neon Festival tomorrow night. 8 o'clock, did you say? You're going
I start at 8:45. They tell me it's a little squishy, but I'll play, you know, about an hour or so.
And there's going to be a bunch of artists down there, not just musical artists either.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Displays and stuff. And then the Stockley Gardens Arts Festival going on Saturday and Sunday. Jim is returning there on Sunday afternoon at 12:30. And the new album, New Set of Dreams, a solo album. First time you've had a solo album in a long time, right?
It's the first one that literally is solo. This is my 8th record, but the last time I made one that was just called Jim Newsom was in 1992.
Wow. It's been that long.
Well, I had the Jim Newsom Quartet and the Jim Newsom and the Porch Rockers, and then I had Mountain Tide. But yeah, and this is truly a solo album because I play every note on the record.
Very nice.
So, and no synthesizers, no samples. It's all real.
No computer sitting next to you to play loops and stuff. Right?
No looping, no samples, no artificial stuff. Well, so it's fun. So I play, everything on it. So, and it's a band record, but I'm the band.
Okay. Well, why don't you play something else from it here? What else are you going to play?
Well, I'm going to play this song. It's called Fender Rhodes Piano and a Jesus Handle, and it's a true story. But you ask how do you write a song? This is a good one very quickly to say. My friend John Dixon, who is the executive director of the Academy of Music, a couple of years ago said, I've got this Fender Rhodes piano that's just sitting in my house. Would you like it? So I've got a permanent loan of a Fender Rhodes piano.
Ah, very nice.
So I, immediately, first thing you do is write a song. And this is a true story. almost completely, and when it's over, I'll tell you the one part that's not true to my life. But this is the story of my year after my freshman year at Virginia Tech. I worked in a factory making peanut pickers in Suffolk, and I had a band called Bathroom Reading Material, and this is the story of that song. Okay. Long-haired factory worker, a not quite grown-up son, on a summer job, learning lessons fast. The shop boss says to me, slow down, you're getting too much done. There's only so much work to do, we've gotta make it last. Innocent, naive, 19 years old, with plans unformed, but planning nonetheless. Never bad, but not too good at doing what I was told. What lay ahead was anybody's guess. We had a Fender Rhodes piano and a Jesus handle in the microbus. We loaded up for gigs. The nighttime was the right time. The weekend was the candle, with music made for meager wage. Our pop star dreams took center stage, while every day we turn the page to write another chapter in our lives. A funky little five-piece band with a goofy kind of name, rehearsing in the choir room at church. College boys making noise on the long cold road to fame, together every evening after work. We had a Fender Rhodes piano and a Jesus handle in the microbus. We loaded up for gigs. The nighttime was the right time. The weekend was the candle, with music made for meager wage. Our pop star dreams took center stage, while every day we turned the page to write another chapter in our lives. Had a Fender Rhodes piano and a Jesus handle in the microbus. We loaded up for gigs. The nighttime was the right time. The weekend was the candle, with music made for meager wage. Our pop star dreams took center stage, while every day we turn the page to write another chapter in our lives.
Oh yeah, the autobiographical song from Jim Newsom on his new album. I guess most of them are autobiographical on here, right?
I do write a lot about my life, and that one literally is everything in that happened to me, except that my band did not have a Fender Rhodes piano, and we didn't own a VW microbus. But John Dixon, who gave me the piano, who is from England, when he was going to Oxford, that was his story as far as having a
mode of transportation.
Putting a Fender Rhodes piano into the van, and I never had heard the phrase Jesus handle, but it's the...
Oh, no, I didn't know what that was.
It's, on a VW bus, there's a thing up here that you hold on to, and I think it's called something else, like, when you go around corners and you grab it.
Oh, yeah, the strap up there.
Yeah, a little strap. And apparently in England, I guess they call it a Jesus handle because of what they shout out when they're going around a turn.
Okay.
So
learn something new here on public radio whenever you tune in.
It's an educational experience, yes. But as I say, everything else is true. But it's funny that the title of the song is the only part of it that's not true.
Well, Jim Newsom is playing at the Neon Festival tomorrow and the Stockley Gardens Arts Festival on Sunday. You got a busy musical weekend. Yeah. And, the album just came out on Friday, so you got a lot going on here. It's good to hear you sounding so good. You want to play one more song for us here?
I do.
Before you head on out and play these shows?
I'm going to... do this song, and you ask about how do you write a song. Well, this one is I've co-written a few. In Mountain Tide, I co-wrote a few songs.
Right.
Usually writing the words, and my partner would write the music. And in this case, I took some existing music from an old dude who's been dead a long time named Beethoven, and decided to put some words to it.
Oh, I've heard this song. I like this song off the album. Yeah. We're going to have to save this one for Christmas time, I think.
Well. This is good anytime. This is kind of express. You know how I like to be positive. I like to put out positive vibes through my music. And so that's what this is. It's an adaptation of Beethoven's Ode to Joy.
Very good.
And I call it Road to Joy.
All right. Jim Newsom on Out of the Box.
With harmony and words of love, pound the drum, let joyful noise rise through the atmosphere above. Spend each day in honest labor, lift one another when we fall. Make a friend of every neighbor, all for one and one for all. Walk with me the road to joy where none are hungry, none are poor. Lift up every girl and boy, let love supreme reign evermore. You and I can write the story through the way we live our lives. Let our hearts sing songs of glory till the day when peace arrives.
Oh, yeah, Jim Newsom collaborating with Beethoven on that song. I don't think Beethoven played the guitar, though, so at least he didn't play like you can pick it on that one, so that's good. Road to Joy, huh?
Yes, sir.
I don't even know how that song got to be so heavily associated with Christmas time, but I always think about that.
You think of it as Christmas,
melody,
but I just think of it, well, they do. That's what, they always trot it out at Christmas, you're right. Yeah. That's why. Yeah.
But, we'll have to definitely play that one at Christmas time.
Thank
Off the new Jim Newsom album called New Set of Dreams, just out on Friday, and you're going on tour now around the area with the Neon Festival on Friday and Stockley Gardens Arts Festival on Sunday, right?
Just the beginning of a year-long...
Well, that's what you do when you put out an album. You start playing a bunch of shows, right?
You better believe it.
All right. Well, it's good to have you here. I appreciate you coming in and playing for us here again.
I appreciate you having me. Thanks, Paul.
Check out Jim's new album called New Set of Dreams, and Friday at the Neon Festival and Sunday at 12:30 at the Stockley Gardens Arts Festival. So we'll probably see you there, okay?
I hope so. Thanks.
All right. Well, I'll get back into doing what I usually do. I can't, there's nothing newer than what you just heard to start off the show, but I'm going to play you some brand new recordings that have just come out.